You hate what shit?
I hate this shit, Captain. I hate this shit.
What's going on? What's happening?
I'm feeling left out.
Where you at? Pick your ass up.
Eh,
Are you pushing? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I'm pushing with Zayn and all. Like we're having a little conversation, a little heart-to-heart talk with what happened. Is I just want to cut it short. I don't wanna be seen as a motherfucker who keeps on complaining.
Uh-huh.
I just want to tell
Yeah,
you
I'll
what
be
I
right
what I
back.
think, like
You
what
guys do your
happened a while
thing.
ago.
I'll see you guys later.
Cause Yaya texted me, right?
Uh-huh.
You around? And I called him and he said, yo, Loco, if anybody's around? I said, no, I haven't met anybody at the block yet.
Uh-huh.
He said, all right, we might do Maze Bank today. I'll give people a call if they're around, and if we have enough people, we'll hit Maze Bank. And I said, okay, just give me a call. I'll wait for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then so he first called me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this confirms like he doesn't know if anybody's around.
Mm-hmm.
So and then after that one, I did Donnie's run. After that, I got a text from him. Sorry, team's full today. I'm like, what the fuck? Didn't you like call me first? Like I'm the one person who's awake, and then now you figured out like the first six who did the maze bank together with you is awake.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm out. And I'm like, what was the purpose of this whole subgroup thing? Like in my mind, right? What's
Mm-hmm.
the purpose of this whole subgroup thing if you're not gonna prioritize people who's in your subgroup, and then prioritize people who's in a different crew? I mean, under a different captain.
Mm-hmm.
But I just said okay.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this. One, I'm gonna talk to him, alright? And it's not gonna be on some bullshit, hey, next time make sure to do this. I'm gonna fucking talk to him. I'm gonna make sure it's clear, alright? Second thing is, you know, in my opinion, if you call it's kind of like whoever you call first. It's kind of like there's no switching people out. With that being said,
Yeah.
he asked me if I want to go on it. I said I'm down, and then I thought that there wasn't enough people, so I told Coco to come with. Then I realized we're at 7 people, so I said, you know what, Coco hasn't done one before. Coco hasn't been on the job for the Maze Bank yet. So, this would be a good time for them to, get involved and shit. Because, Coco is. You two are usually pushing a lot. And I know you've been going to the maze banks. It's only been 2, so it's really not that much. But
I
Coco.
haven't. I went once and I did nothing. I was just standing there.
Mm-hmm.
And after the meeting we had at your house, I was suggesting that maybe you can let some of us try some of the hacks you think is like easier or something.
Yeah, and that's what's
Then they
happening
said,
now.
yeah, and then they said, nah, it's gonna be a waste of time if you go down to the generator thing, because Yaya's gonna be on the door. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I think I don't know, Holmes. I think Yaya just wants to do all the fucking hacks himself. So no room for the other members to try it. You know,
So,
it's just my opinion.
oh no, look, your opinion's fair. Don't get me wrong. Let me know if this sheds some light on the situation. Okay. I basically told Yaya, look, I know you can do all the hacks. Just try to figure out the order of things. Figure out the order and the hacks and things, and then assign people to do it. Whoever wants to do it, let them do it, right? But in the first, like Maze Bank is kind of like a money sink until you figure it out. And I think, today, they kind of figured it out a little bit more. They didn't complete it by any means, but they figured it out. And they had each, one person doing one job, one person doing another. Yaya wasn't running around doing all the hacks this time. I told him to do
Yeah.
that. I told him brute force it the first 1 or 2. And then after that, once you realize what the fuck needs to happen, that's when people start really, that's when the practicing starts. So, like for you, Loco, if you want to do, let's say you want to do the thermite, or let's say you want to do the RC car, right? Then no one else is, you and one other person can do it, but Yaya's gonna be at his station, Leon's gonna be at his station, the hackers that have to hack the hard shit, the really, really fucking hard shit, they got their spot. And now everyone else has got to find their spot. So in this one, you should, in my opinion, I agree. You should have been on that one. If you were invited to it, you should have gone. No replacing shit. No excuses. That's on him, 100%. I agree.
Yeah, I had a talk with Zay right now, and then they said they made progress and shit. And then other captains are doing it with example Vito and Sakura's crew. They're they're teaming up, right, to do this shit because they're stuck with their six. That's what Oleg told me. So there's no room for him there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying, oh, so it's like that. So well, if they figure something out, it's gonna be stuck to that. So it's gonna be the who's good at this is gonna do this. Like
But that's not how I
there's a
want to do it
lineup
though.
already.
Like,
Yeah, that's why I told Zane that. So there's no room for me in
no,
this
that's not
shit
the case.
anymore,
That's not the
right?
case. You know how, look, our sub crew is always going to move a little different than the other crews. We're all still one big crew, but I don't lead the same way that, you know, Vito and Sakura and Teddy and Martin lead. You know, we do things a little different, right? So I'm a little bit more with the line of thinking of like what Speedy does, where it's basically fuck it. If you want to try something, I'm gonna let you try it. I don't care if you're the worst fucking hacker in the world. If you want to do this shit, we're gonna let you try as many times as you want. I don't care how much Buttcoin. I don't care how much money we're gonna waste on this. If you want to figure this shit out, we're gonna figure it out. So
Yeah, I told them that at the meeting, Captain. Like, oh, remember the meeting at your house after we did the
mhm,
second thing where we were just standing?
mhm.
I told them, can you guys let me try anything? Like, let me try the generator shit. And they said they literally cock blocked me. I was like, okay, that's why I just didn't speak.
Yeah. No, so that one, that's on me because I told them, listen, or I told Yaya, in the first like one or two attempts, I want you to brute force it, figure out what the fuck needs to be done, and then after that, you find your spot, and then everyone else practice everything. I don't care if you're shit. If you want to do this one, then you do it over and over and over and over. I don't care how many times we fail the bank. So, you know, in that sense, that's on me. But I want you to know like the idea behind it, because once we kind of
No, it's
figure
not
out,
on you, Captain. It's not on you.
no, it is because I basically told him to do that. But I want you to know that, you know, from today's and then moving on, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be, you know, if you want to figure some shit out, you figure it out. You know? Does that make sense or no?
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
So,
But I know Yaya is leading this shit, but I think, Captain, to others, I think I'm just a pusher, I'm just a pusher.
I don't think so. But tell me why. Tell me why.
I mean, yeah, Yaya called me first and then told me like the team's full. I was like, okay, that's how it is. I know where we stand. All right.
I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't think too far into it. I agree, it's fucking annoying, and it feels like you got left out, and I totally agree with you there. But think about so think about perspective, right? Put yourself in Yaya's shoes, or let's think about Yaya for a second. That motherfucker makes no fucking bread. That guy works at Frank's. He half enjoys it, half just does it. He doesn't farm. He doesn't cook. He wants to cook. He wants to farm. I told him no on both of those things. He pushed for a bit, but there's no room for him to be in the app. His bread and butter, the thing that he loves, the thing that he wants to do every day is hack. This motherfucker just wants to hack. That's all he wants to do. So, like, he is gonna be the heist leader of the crew.
Yeah, I understand it.
Until things are figured out, like with the cash exchange or for laundromat. We don't need to. Everyone kind of knows what to do. Free flow.
Yeah.
If you want to try the hack, do it. If you want to be on the outside, do it. Eventually, we're gonna get to that point with Maze Bank. We're just not there yet. So we need him to be a dickhead and put his head down and figure the shit out and hack. And we're already at a point 3 attempts in, which is really good, like really quick, like really quick. But like, so I understand what you're saying, but this guy has been feeling left out of everything, and he's been waiting to do these banks for so goddamn long that I want him to unleash and be able to do it. Now that doesn't mean that you have less of a right to be in the jobs. I don't mean that at all. I just want you to know where he's coming from, if that makes sense.
I understand that. So I put in myself in Yaya's shoes. I'm the heist leader. I'm kind of like the main hacker because I know he's good at hacking. But
And I want you hacking
if
the
I
shit.
was,
I want you doing the thermite. If you want to do the thermite, do the thermite.
yeah, if I was Yaya, if I was leading this shit, I would let everybody try this shit, and then figure this shit out after. But I think I just feel like I got cock blocked from the
Yeah.
second
No,
from the
you
second
did.
heist.
You did. Agreed. You did. But I'm gonna make sure that shit doesn't happen again. All right.
All right, Captain.
All right.
Thank you.
You have my word, Loco. Okay. You're not, you know, you're not just a fucking pusher. Okay, I know who you are. I appreciate you. You're a fucking integral part of this crew, all right? And if anyone doubts that shit, they're fucking lost, and I'll fuck them up until they realize, my brother.
I appreciate that, Captain. Appreciate it.
Okay? So, you know, I appreciate you calling. Any questions like this, I'm always down to talk, brother. Always. All right? We don't move like the other
I
sub
got
crews. You know, as far as I'm concerned, you know, not fuck them, but fuck them. You know, we got to worry about
I get you,
ourselves
I
and we
get
worry
you.
about the crew. You know what I mean?
All right.
All right. Appreciate you, Loco. I'm going to make sure you're in on the next one.
All right. Gracias,
All right.
Captain.
No
All right.
problem,
All right. All right.
All right. All right. All right.
All right.
Later.